It's JP with the Ed. Hope I'm doing well, man. Welcome back to another video today on the channel. Today, I'm going to be breaking down the big blockbuster trade that went down today in the NBA. We have James Harden leaving Houston for good, as well as Oladipo being a part of the deal. It was a 4-team deal. I wanted to go ahead and break down what all the 4 teams received, as well as give you my winners and losers. Let me go ahead and put all the details of the trade right here. Let's go ahead and hop into it. First team is going to be the Houston Rockets. What did they receive for James Harden? They got Victor Oladipo, Dante Exum, Ronion Caruks, 3 Brooklyn first rounders, Milwaukee unprotected first rounder, and 4 pick swaps going forward. So I think off rip, Houston can definitely win this trade if Oladipo, John Wall, and Christian Wood are able to maybe make a finals appearance, win a championship. I think Oladipo has to become who he was before he got injured. As long as he's able to bring some of that to Houston, I think he's going to be a solid defender. He is a good off-ball shooter as well as a good defender. He can definitely play well next to John Wall because they're both can play off the ball and they both play above average defense at the guard position. Dante Exum is going to come in off the bench. He's going to give you maybe a solid 8 to 10 points, 5 assists a game. I think that Dante Exum is going to be the point guard off the bench because they lost Chris Clemens in the preseason. Ronion Caruks from Brooklyn, I think that he was just an extra piece to add. I mean, he could probably give Boogie and Christian Wood some minutes to rest as he comes off the bench. 3 Brooklyn first-round picks for 22, 24, and 26. The only way I see these picks having value is if Kyrie, KD, and Harden are all out of Brooklyn by then. I think by 22 is probably too soon for them to be out of there. For 24 and 26, though, they could come to be valuable. It also depends on the protections. I'm going to assume that they're top 3 protected because I don't think they would give them to Houston if they were top 10. When it comes to the Milwaukee Bucks and the 2022 unprotected pick, I think that's not going to have any value because Giannis is still going to be on the team. They're definitely going to continue to compete, so that's not going to have any value in my opinion. But the 4 pick swaps are going to be interesting, as well as to see if Harden, Kyrie, and KD are going to be in Brooklyn or not. Going forward, I think by 25 and 27 they might be out of there, so they might have some value and want to trade picks. But as of right now, I don't see any other way that they're going to win is if the picks aren't valuable and if Oladipo isn't who he was. And I think that Houston loses the trade. The way I see Brooklyn next is they got James Harden, yes, very good player. The only way that they're going to win this trade is if they win a championship. Because if they don't win a championship, then this trade was for nothing. I think that now they are going to be favorites to come out of the East because they have 3 superstars. But at the end of the day, I don't know who's going to play defense. Who's going to play defense on this team? They traded Jared Allen in his deal to Cavs. They lost Karis LeVert in order to get James Harden. Okay, that's an upgrade. But you lost your best rim protector. No offense to DeAndre Jordan. I mean, he's out of his prime, though, and he's definitely not going to provide what Jared Allen was providing at the rim on defense. So I don't think that this is going to work out in the playoffs. I think that they're going to get exposed on defense. But obviously, the only way that they're going to win this trade is if they win a championship. When it comes to the Indiana Pacers, getting Karis LeVert and a second rounder for Oladipo is a win for them, in my opinion, because they wanted to take the safe way out. They wanted to make sure that they don't have any injury risk. And Karis LeVert has been balling out this season in Kyrie's absence, so I think that's good. And the second rounder is just icing on the cake for them. When it comes to Cleveland, I actually like the Jared Allen addition because now Andre's Drummond contract is up after this year, and they're paying him a lot of money. I don't think they're going to bring him back if they really wanted to. And then Taurean Prince is good 3-and-D forward who can probably play the 4 in Kevin Love's absence till he comes back. But the starting 5 for Cavs is going to be nice with Garland, Colin Sexton. You got Isaac Okoro, Kevin Love, and Jared Allen. I mean, that's not bad. I definitely don't see Drummond coming back after this season. So I think Cleveland can definitely make some moves with this team. Going forward, still trying to rebuild. Yeah, that's why they're trying to go younger with Jared Allen. So I like that move. But in all honesty, the only team I see really competing this year is Brooklyn and Houston. So far, guys, my favorites of the trade are going to be Houston winning and Brooklyn winning the trade. I think they're the winners, clear cut. Houston was able to let go of James Harden, and they got a very big package in return. I think that the only thing keeping them from not winning this trade is how valuable the picks become and if Oladipo is able to help them contend now. Also, I think that the only way Brooklyn wins, like I said, is if they win a championship. I think that they are going to get exposed on defense when it comes to the playoff time. I don't think that they have a solid guy who's going to lock down the other team's best players at guard or forward. And they don't have the same rim protection without Jared Allen, so I think that's a big loss for them. But getting a possible 30-point per game, 10 assists per game player is a big upgrade for LeVert and Allen. And yes, you have to give up some of your future. And Houston did get a nice load of assets, so that's good for them going forward. And I think Cleveland, they are winners in the sense that they got younger with Jared Allen, and they're going to let go of Drummond's contract after this year. So I think that's very good for them to get that off of their books. And I don't know if Indiana really wins just because they're getting another guard who can play just about as good as Oladipo can, except Oladipo I think is a way better defender. And I think that Indiana isn't going to make it out of the East anytime soon, but this is just a nice little retooling trade for them just to get rid of Oladipo, and they get a solid, healthy guy in Karis LeVert in a second rounder. So it's not bad, but I got Brooklyn and Houston winning this trade. And with all that being said, guys, if you liked the video, go ahead and please like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate it. If you want to see more NBA videos like this, you can go ahead and let me know. I can go ahead and break down more things going forward. With all that being said, it's been JP with the L, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace out.